Hello, I'm John Butler from Hypnotherapy Training International, and I'm here saying a few words about our next in-person training course, which is in London, the end of September, beginning of October. And this is a combined course, combining hypnotherapy skills for life change and a clinical hypnotherapy course. Now, both of those courses are extensive trainings in themselves, and there is the in-person in the classroom and a lot of high quality materials that you learn from in your home study. So this course teaches you really about the wonderful phenomena of hypnosis, the phenomenon of the trance itself, and of waking hypnosis, and of course of suggestion of different kinds. And you learn many phenomena of how to induce trance, how trance is developed, so-called deepening of trance, how to use it clinically, how to bring suggestions in and individualize those suggestions to become maximally effective. You learn the power of language and of non-verbal induction, non-verbal communication skills as well. And so these are very important for anybody to know about. You learn also on these courses the applications for many problems that people come to hypnotherapists for, and even more difficult problems that many therapists don't know very much about how to deal with, because traditionally they're thought of as not hypnotherapy problems but psychotherapy problems, and that's a severe misunderstanding. That's usually taught in courses that really we should call them hypnotechnician or just basic hypnosuggestion courses. But hypnotherapy is far more than that. And hypnotherapy, we have to learn properly about consultation skills, assessment skills, how to go deep into the fixed ideas in the mind that are non-logical and don't respond very well to purely analytical intellectual methods. They need an analytical hypnotherapy method that allows us to use the subconscious power to take that power away from the problem, because the subconscious mind is far stronger than the logical mind, and that the subconscious is captured, literally hypnotized by fixed ideas from early experiences often, or traumatic, powerful emotional experience in our later life, maybe in our teenage years when we were bullied or had setbacks in life. When those ideas are in the subconscious, it's long been observed that long-term psychotherapy may help, but very often fails to make significant changes. Clients typically come into hypnotherapy saying, I understand this from my mother. I understand that I had issues from the divorce between my parents, which was very acrimonious, etc., but I still feel harmed, damaged, influenced by that. So their subconscious has not really changed the suggestions there at a very deep level, so they're still in the past, and that needs closure. It needs understanding, forgiveness, and other elements to bring in to bring proper closure so we can move on substantially in life. Now, hypnotherapy is the foundation, it's the roots and the trunk of the tree of all the psychological methods. Psychotherapy, counseling, coaching, it's all come from hypnotherapy, and they are part of hypnotherapy. If you learn hypnotherapy properly, you learn to use what's most relevant for working with the subconscious levels of the mind, most relevant from those disciplines. And a long time ago, over 100 years ago, doctors using hypnosis discovered that major change would happen sometimes physiologically with people, which was very strange to what they might have expected, until people like Mesmer and James Braid and other people working with animal magnetism, or mesmerism as it's also called, and working with hypnosis, discovered that those changes in physiological conditions could occur through hypnosis. And so that knowledge was somewhat suppressed, because as medicine began to emerge into a more so-called scientific approach, but which was very valuable in one way, but it also threw out hypnosis, because for people who were prejudiced against hypnosis, they said it was unscientific, which of course is nonsense, because it works or it doesn't work, and we need to understand how it works. Those people, those doctors working back then, in many ways were doing more powerful hypnosis than we are currently using with many of the psychological methods that dilute hypnotherapy, water it down and say it's just a bit of suggestion, a bit of imagination, and that's all there is to hypnosis. Well, obviously there's a lot more to that. As you go into the subconscious mind powerfully with hypnosis, you can make substantial changes in what the doctors back then called nerve activity. The nerve cells, they said they were making changes at that level, and that's changing physiologically. Nowadays we know that to be neuroplasticity and epigenetics, but back 100 years ago that was heresy. It was heresy really even 50 years ago. So hypnotherapy is in the forefront, and there's many developments still coming from hypnotherapy. Some are just repackaging with new names, elements of hypnosis, fragments of hypnosis. So you get people saying, we're doing RTP, GGP, whatever version of hypnosis, or not even using the word hypnosis, but that's what it entails. A bit of intellectual discussion, some suggestion, and some techniques, visualization, imagination, and working on your issues, and that can help, but that's only a fragment, of course, of what hypnotherapy is capable of. So we're hoping to teach you at a very deep level that you will join us for that in September. If you haven't trained before, you're a psychotherapist, you owe it to yourself to learn the roots of psychotherapy, to learn how to use subconscious power at a whole other level to help you make the changes, help you make changes in your own life and help your clients change. We've walked our talk over many years with the work we've done in medical applications, in surgeries and so on, in helping people with all kinds of physiological and psychological problems of a very deep nature. And these are all aspects that we are very keen to teach you to help people with those problems, so that you're a real hypnotherapist. You know a lot more than just giving some suggestions, which by the way works for about a third of clients, a substantial change long term. 2/3 of clients who come to a therapist, they will not benefit sufficiently from even the very best programming and relaxation methods. They will need to have analytical regression hypnotherapy, which we're also going to teach you in the clinical hypnosis, the clinical hypnotherapy part of our in-person training in October. So we look forward to having you on that course. And for those who want more information about it, please feel free to call us or visit our website, hypnotherapytraininginternational.com. I look forward to speaking with you and meeting you in the future. Thank you very much for listening and watching.